Hello, my name is Rodriguez Santillan Filemon. This activity is to talk of objects, inventions, famous places, and characters of the 20th century. Activity 5. Referring to important objects. The computer. Name and year of the inventor. The abacus. 5,000 years ago. The inventor and finder Leonardo da Vinci. French mathematician and philosopher Blaise Pascal, 1642. German philosopher and mathematician Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, 1670. American statistician Herman Hollerith, 1890. Charles Babbage, 1822. George Boole, 1847. John von Neumann, 1947. What problem or necessity was solved? The abacus. Oldest instrument of calculation was part of the technology in many civilizations that have had it and habited the same to make their calculations. The inventor and founder Leonardo da Vinci mapped out ideas for a mechanical cutting machine. French mathematician and philosopher Blaise Pascal built the first cutting machine solved the problem of carrying digits. German philosopher and mathematician Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz demonstrated the advantage of using the binary system instead for decimal in the mechanical computers. He invented and built a machine arithmetic performed for basic operation and calculate square roots. American statistician Herman Hollerith. It was the first to use punch card as a tool for quick count. Charles Babbage designed the first automatic computer called Analytical Engine. George Boole, creator of symbolic logic or Boolean algebra used today by all computers. John von Neumann designed the first computer tape. It was the first to use binary arithmetic in an electronic computer. How was it created or invented? The abacus. An abacus is an object that serves to facilitate simple calculations, addition, subtraction, and multiplication, and arithmetic operations. It is also a wooden box with wires that run parallel to the moving ball and used to teach calculus. Its origin dates back to the Asia Minor, many years before our era. The Pascaline. Inside were about a sprocket interconnected, forming a chain of transmission, so that when a wheel was turned completely on its axis, was advancing to the next grade. The wheels represent the decimal number system. Each wheel consisted of 10 steps, which was conveniently marked with numbers from 9 to 0. The total numbers of wheels was 8. 6 wheels represent integers and 2 wheels at the extremes left to the decimal. By spinning crank sprockets to add or subtract power, there was only the crank in the proper direction, so that the wheels ran the step. When a wheel was on the 9 and numbered 1, it advanced to the position marked by a 0. At this point, a hook was stepped to the next round. In this way, the addition operation performed. Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz perfected this machine and invented one that could also multiply. He also invented the binary system, foundation of virtually all modern computer architectures. Herman Hollerith. In 1818, he conducted the first major census of the country, and information was written on cards which should accommodate extremely long and counted manually in the desired classifications: age, sex, occupation, etc. In 1889, he finished his electric tabulating machine that could record data on punched cards. Thanks to this invention, our tabular managed 5 to 75 cards per minute, and counts that had been done manually for years, could be archived in a few months. Charles Babbage, the son of a banker and heir to a fortune, he studied mathematics at Cambridge in 1810. In 1822, he reflected on the possibility of using machines to perform calculations and began to design an analytical machine. This machine successfully overcame all that he had made until then. It combines the basic arithmetic operations with decision market processes. George Boole always had a passion for logic, and its great discovery was to show that they could apply a series of symbols to logical operations or syllogisms, and in doing properly could make this symbol logical operation could result in algebra. At present, the symbolic logic is widely used in computers. In particular, it is very easy to define binary operators or and or exclusive endianness for each of them. Also, using Boolean symbolic logic, it is easy to show that the arithmetic and logic operators only require two values to be able to represent and perform, so that all computers use the binary system is due in large part to the theoretical works of this great English mathematician and logician. John von Neumann was a mathematician who worked in many branches of science, particularly quantum mechanics, logic, meteorology, and economics. When in 1947 studied the logic of computers, devised a method to transfer the concept of ENIAC on a machine programmed by the user through the storage of failed programs, EDVAC designing the acronym of Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer, which was the first machine to use magnetic tape. How long has been used? The computer is a recent invention that has not met either 100 years for existence since its first generation. However, it is an invention that has revolutionized the way to work, entertain, and has become an essential appliance in our daily lives. When it comes to computers, should understand that history is not even half a century has elapsed since the invention of the first. So you have to consider other units of measurement of performance. This means that the short history of computers is measured not in terms of years, but rather in terms of the technological advance. What chance has it had? First generation, 1951 to 1958. The first generation computers used bulbs to process information. Second generation, 1959 to 1964. The invention of the transistor made possible a new generation of computers, faster, smaller, and less need for ventilation. Third generation, 1964 to 1971. Integrated circuits, computer super stuff, multiprogramming, mini computers. Fourth generation, 1971 to present. Microprocessor, memory chips, micro-miniaturization. What kind of people uses it? In Mexico, there are 8.44 million households equipped with computers, representing 29.8% of all households in the country and representing a growth of 30.2% compared to 2009. The survey identified between the various uses that give the computer: schoolwork 53.4%, activities related to communication 44%, entertainment 37.9%, and work 32.2%. In considering the composition of computer users by gender, men have a stake of 20.6%, while women reported 49.4%. In terms of women internet users account for 49.3% and men 50.7%.